Alright, Shalom. This is Howard One Ban Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem, Ha Rakah Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Natwatim, the children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is a quick continuation. I'm just trying something new. A quick continuation of if you're new to this truth, what you should be doing in this time. All right. So I'm going to start off with Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5. It says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning. So that's the first thing you got to do. You got to be able to hear this truth, you know, and then you got to increase in what you heard and what you learned. Matter of fact, let me get something real quick. All right, this is Romans 10 and 14. It says, how then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? All right, so first you got to believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to be able to call on him. And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? All right, so the first step to learning is exposure. So being exposed to this truth, you have an opportunity to make that choice. Just like when Morpheus gave Neo the red pill, the blue pill. You take the wrong direction. You take the wide gate, the way the world is going, then you're leading towards destruction. You take this the narrow way, which seems to be more resistance in that direction, because you got to fight against the world, you got to fight against your own thoughts, you got to fight against doubt, you got to fight against persecution. But that's the way to the kingdom. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that too. So how you gonna call on the Lord if you haven't heard it? Now that you heard it, you're supposed to increase in what you heard. And how shall they hear without a preacher? So that's why we're supposed to be setting up what? Preachers. All right. And how shall they preach except they be sent? And as it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them which preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. So how are the people going to hear if the preacher's not in place, the prophets? So the whole focus is to get you to hear this word, and then for you to teach the next person, if you're a man in this truth. Each one reach one and teach one. All right. All right, this is Acts chapter 14, and it says here, I'm going to get to the point. This is Acts 14 and 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples. That's what we're here to do, to confirm the souls of the disciples. All right? To help the brothers to fortify themselves in their soul. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. All right, so we're exhorting each other to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, so we got to go through that persecution and tribulation. That's the direction to the kingdom. All right. That's the path to the kingdom. In this world, through their foolishness, they teach you to take the path of least resistance. No, we got to take the path of resistance. All right, in this world. Okay. The way that the world is going, we don't want to go that direction. Following out the ways of the world. Proverbs 1 and 5. All right, because if you're walking the same way as the crowd, and you do an about face and turn around, next thing you know, and go the other direction, you'll be facing against the crowd. You know. So now it's you against the world. But you got a team with you. You got angels with you. You got Yahweh Bashim Yahushai with you, your guide. Proverbs 1 and 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. So you're supposed to increase. Eat the whole roll. Study to show yourself approved. You're supposed to increase in the truth. How do you do that? Watch the elders videos. Watch the Akim videos. Meditate. Pray. Study. Get into the stories. Break down the precepts. Teach. Have a few battles here and there with the scriptures against scoffers. All this stuff will help you increase in learning. And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. So somebody that understands, they're going to stick to their brothers. They're going to stick to the wise counsel, starting with the elders of GMS and the Akim that are in these sincere camps like us. All right. To understand a proverb, see, you're going to stick around the wise counsels. So you'll be able to understand the proverb, the mysteries, the parables, and the interpretation, how to interpret it, how to break it down. The words of the wise and their dark sayings. Dark sayings like riddles or mysteries. All right, so the wise counsel is going to be able to break that down to you, but it's going to take time. You know, buildings aren't built in one day. It takes time. All right. So the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Okay, so once you fear the Lord, you stepped into the knowledge of the truth, of understanding why you're here on this earth. This is the whole duty of man.